What up? What up? What up? What up, Charlie? Before we get into anything, this is special right now. This is special.
This is, yeah.
I know why it's
This is a
special.
very
You know
special
why
day.
it's special. Fans,
I know why.
audience,
Yep.
do you know why it's special? Cricket.
They can't respond.
No, they
They're
can
just
respond.
listening.
Just give it a second. They'll scream. They'll scream it.
It's the 1 year episode.
I was just gonna do that, you son of a bitch. I was just gonna do that. It's the 1 motherfucking year episode.
What's up, man? I can't believe we've been doing this for a year, Dommy.
Dude, when I double checked, I was like scared that it really wasn't because it doesn't feel like a year. I went through all the episodes. I was like, oh yeah, dude, July of 2018.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? 1 year, man.
I can't believe it. This is fantastic. I feel pretty awesome that we got to a year.
Hell yeah.
This was kind of like a spur of the moment podcast we just kind of like wanted to do to see if we liked it, and it's kind of grown into something else, you know.
I'm gonna find the text that you sent me. Like, hey, do you want to do this? I'm gonna print it. I'm gonna plaque. I'm gonna frame it. Put it on the wall. I think that's gonna be my little deal there. What's up, everybody? We're the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in and stuck with us for a year. It means so much. It's been a really fun time. And I speak for both of us when I say that this has been way more fun than I think either of us could have imagined, and especially everyone's feedback and critiques and people that we've had on and guests and fun stuff. We have a really fun guest for next episode. Can't wait for that. But as always, you can find us on Twitter at OverachieversP, on the Instagrams at OG.podcast, our YouTube, which is also OverachieversP.
It's not there yet. We need 1,000 followers, but we're up to like 250 now. So
we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Especially we're both started doing. I've been like slowly building this PvP highlight reel from Destiny that I've been killing it in. We'll talk about that in a minute. And also we don't know the winner as of right now. We know in 3 days, but when this episode will be live, we'll know when the winner of the Vast Agency giveaway we're doing. That is the Amplify Mesh Wi-Fi router kit. Super excited for whoever wins that. I own that router myself. It's really nice. It's really cool being able like mesh systems are wild. That shit's so cool.
Yeah, I just switched to an Eero system myself recently.
Nice. Super excited whoever wins that. And yeah, I just feel. I gotta talk about how much I feel the whole episode. Let's just, Charlie, let's just do that. I want to talk about how I feel, which is great. Done. Episode finished.
Okay.
No,
Great. All right.
Finished.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a great episode. 1 year. Peace.
But going back real quick, I said I was building this PvP highlight reel from Destiny. I finally got that stupid goddamn gun I've been grinding for like ever, essentially. The Recluse. Man, the problem is
Like the spider?
Recluse? Brown Recluse. Yeah, but it's just Recluse. It's just called Recluse. Or Recluse? Recluse?
Because
Recluse?
if it hits you, you die. Is that how that works?
Not when I shoot it. No, so I said that I was not going to... Obviously, I'm still playing Destiny 2 real hard right now. It's really fun right now. There's a lot of new content. More content coming out September with the Shadow Keep expansion, which is going to be huge. I think it's the first Destiny expansion they've had as Bungie alone without Activision, so everyone's super excited to see what they put out. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this gun and never play PvP again. That's a lie, because I'm trying to get another gun, the Revoker, which has the highest aim assist sniper in the game.
Of course.
So now I got to get like 3,000 sniper shot kills, which is just, oh, you're so pretty.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so that's really fun, and then I'm gonna build the fucking reel finally, which I've been saying I'll do that for like 2 months now. But hey,
Build a reel.
Yeah, right. It's busy times.
Yeah.
Gotta get that coffee sip, most important sip of the day, right there. But I know that you got it. We talked about it very briefly, but we both got Ultimate Alliance 3, which I'm so excited to really delve into.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm kind of stoked to see more or play more of it.
Right. Intro is very small, obviously.
Yeah, it's very small. I haven't really had much time to dive into it. I think I got in at like 2:00 this morning, so I'm a little tired today.
Yeah, fair.
And So I saw it was sitting for me on my kitchen counter, so I opened it up and played it for about a half an hour. I got to the first mission. It reminds me a lot of... Ultimate Alliance is its own thing, but it kind of reminds me of... I really want to find the name of this Star Wars game that was like for PlayStation 2. Kind of reminded me of like, it was for like, Attack of the Clones. I don't know if you've ever played this game. It's like you walk around... It's it's an action game. So you're Qui-Gon or you're Obi-Wan, and you're walking around. You're attacking the clones, and you're leveling up. You're having all these abilities that you can do, and you have you hold the trigger and then hit square, and it does like an AOE effect, or you hit it's a single target
for PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but
it
reminds me a lot of that.
You can hop in tanks and shit too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game was fucking awesome, man. That's so funny. I haven't thought about that game in I don't even know how long. Holy shit. That game was awesome.
That was my first initial like knee-jerk reaction to that. Right. And I was like, "Oh, this is pretty awesome." Although I don't know if it's just me, like I'm not a Guardians fan at all. So like no, I mean, not really spoilers, but for anybody who picks up Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3,
in it. There,
it starts off with the Guardians. So it's just like it just feels I don't know. It feels like very tank control-y. And by tank control, that means like on the D-pad, just up, down, left, right. Like you just like spin in little circles. I don't know. It doesn't feel as fluid as I would like it to do. But then again, it's also on the Switch.
It's a Switch dungeon crawler. There's not. Yeah, I assume that the Diablo 3 port on the Switch is like the same feeling. I would assume so, at least. But I think it's gonna get. Obviously there's so many fucking characters, and then like as I was going through the menus, like there's so many different like ability stuff to do. Like obviously like, on your characters you upgrade abilities, and there's like enhancement trees, there's like infinity missions, there's like a whole bunch of shit to do. And then also the cool thing is I don't know if this was in the previous games, but like your parties get bonuses if they share the same traits, just like in Strike Force, which is cool. So like if you have like Spider, I think it was like specifically like it's a little more specific than like Strike Force, where Strike Force is just like Spider-Verse brawlers, whatever, blah blah blah. This is like Web Warriors and blah blah blah. Like it's like a little more specific, which is cool.
Way more. Yeah.
I was reading a bunch so far, and because honestly I forgot about it, even though I was so excited to play it. Last night I was like, oh shit, it's July 19th. I can get this goddamn game. So I got it, and I was going to play it immediately. And then I was like, oh my God, it's like so huge. It took 3 hours to download.
Yeah. I got the physical medium because I
should have got the physical. I'm like I wasted all this space. I like delete like a bunch of shit off my Switch. I was like pissed about it.
But that's good. That's good because it means there's going to be content for it. So.
Right. Well, there's already expansion passes and shit. Like game's not even been out a day. There's expansion pass for it. Like just put that shit in there from the start. Like come on, what the fuck? That shit pisses me. Like like if it's out day one, that should be in it. There shouldn't be already expansion. I digress. I'm really excited because I just like dungeon crawlers. I love Diablo, and obviously like it's mixing in my comic love too. So I'm just excited to get into that. Yeah, you're right. You're right though. Like the Guardians play in the beginning is fairly slow, but there's gonna be so many fucking characters. I actually wonder if there is a character list out. I'm very curious.
I think they said there's like 25 or 24 characters out for the game, which is a lot considering that it's a 4-man team. I like the fact you can switch between characters with a D-pad. Yeah, and you can, you're not just stuck with one character. You can switch around to all your stuff. And I'm curious to see what the actual makeup of it, like how the party selector is. Like I said, I have only beaten the first boss, and that's it. And it was like the intro training missions. And I'm curious to see how it goes. Is there multiplayer in it? Like, can you and I play?
There's co-op. Yeah, we could do it.
Awesome. All right, so that's going to be dope as fuck. So I'm curious to see. You know what? Whenever the hell they come out with that squad streaming, we should totally play that.
I know we should. Well, I'm going to stream. So I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu after this. Well, after this, I have the vet. It's a funny day ahead. After this, I have to go to the vet to get the cat's booster shots. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu. I'm going to come home and do laundry, and then I actually plan on streaming this today. But yeah, so I'm looking at a cool. This is good to know. You can know this too, obviously. There's base game characters, which there are about like 20 something. Then there's free DLC characters, Then there's paid DLC characters, and there's in-game non-playable ally characters that are likely to end up as free or paid DLC at some point.
Okay.
So that's good to know. And the nice thing about this game is that they have an unlimited amount of characters to put in here. Unlimited. They just get to keep going and going and going. And that's going to be probably their money ticket.
Oh, of course.
It's just like the fact that they can just keep adding in. Like, I'm sure to build
It sounds like something else we play.
Yeah, I want to talk about it. I just spent money for Kree, which was, we could talk about that too.
Anyway,
but
continue.
They're gonna definitely gonna keep adding in shit. I mean, they're already talking about a free DLC coming in August, a paid DLC we don't know yet, but either way, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to get into it. I really I just love the Switch, man. And I wish there were more games I loved for it, and I'm happy that I have another game now, especially a game I get to play with friends. Like you have it, Matt Ward's gonna get it. Like, I'm sure I have other friends that have it or are gonna get it. And it's just so crazy too. And we get a segue right into this with the Switch Lite, which I didn't see that coming, and I'm not like, I mean, I'm indifferent to it. I'm not gonna get one. Like, I don't really care. I'm kind of like, why? But also, they want to like fucking make it more accessible, I guess. What is it, like $200, I think?
Yeah, so it's $200. It doesn't. The controllers are into it, so you can't like take the controllers off of it. It's like all one piece.
Yeah. It's pretty much
there's
a new Game Boy.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're trying to replace their 3DS. The 3DS was so successful. But it's still pricey. Like, the 3DS is what, almost the same price as the Switch. Yeah. It's like $250, something like that. So it's still pricey. So making this $200 is actually very smart on their behalf, because they can, cater to those those people who are interested in a Switch, but it's, $300 is too expensive, but $200 is like, okay, I can do that.
Right.
And so they have that market in which to tap into, but also it's like, some people just want a handheld device. Like, they don't want to take it and put it into their TV or anything like that, which is great because you can't do that with this one. You can't dock it. Yeah. It's 720p. Yeah, I didn't look up all the specs for it.
I'm curious though, if it has the USB-C on the bottom of it, I'm sure there's a way to dock it, or not dock it, but you could put it to your TV.
I'm curious as to how that entails, because as far as I know, you cannot.
Right, that's what I thought too. But I mean, unless they have it in the software, because that's all you do when you dock it. The USB-C goes to the splitter and the HDMI out. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Technically, it's USB-C to HDMI.
It's true. But it does say that it's 720p. LCD screen as like, it's a touchscreen as well, just like the original Switch.
Right.
It's got 32 gigabytes of game storage internally, like the Switch.
Yep.
It has a micro SD slot, which is great. And then it can do, what else it has? Just interesting how it's, I do like the fact that you can add additional Joy-Cons to it. So even though you have the two that are on there, you can use if you have like other Joy-Cons, or for games that require detachable Joy-Cons, like, some of those dance games or whatever, like you can just, wirelessly pair them. So.
Yeah. So you're not fucked if you want to play like Let's Go Pikachu and throw a Pokeball still the same way, like, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's it comes out in September. I think it's like September 20th or something around there. And and they have a very right now it comes in 3 different colors, which is yellow, gray, and turquoise. Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah,
and then,
very interesting.
Yeah, I was like, turquoise? But they are also, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm wondering if they came out with this to push these units for this. They're going to sell as a special edition of the Switch Lite when the new Pokemon goes on sale. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, which is interesting, We'll see what happens. It might work great for people who just want a dedicated Switch at home, and people who want for the go, which kind of appeals to me because, like, I'm more of a on the go person, and then my wife plays here.
You think on it?
I don't know. I would assume so. I don't know how that works because I've never tried logging into someone else's Switch. So
that would be nice if I can keep the Switch here. Like, if Mallory wants to play like Super Mario Odyssey or anything. and I just take the Go one to play like Ultimate Alliance while I'm on the go. Interesting. That would be a great question if you could put the same account.
It looks like that's not the case.
Of
I
course it's not.
just looked it up real quick. Well, it just says just reading this a quick article on Wired. It says if you want a Switch Lite as a second Switch system, there also isn't currently an easy way to put your games and saves on it. So
yeah, I mean it makes sense. But it's a whole other system.
Yeah, I mean they said that it might change, but we'll see what happens with all of that. But as of right now, don't hold your breath.
Right.
So
yeah,
essentially is what they're saying. But
well.
even still, like if it's like maybe like the Switch, this Switch that I have now comes with me and then becomes my Switch, and then I get a Switch Lite for my wife so she can play it. So I don't know, but like the $200 price point is pretty good. Is a pretty good spot because maybe a year out they'll do some sales and it'll go down to $150. That's great for a handheld device.
That would be insane. I mean, it is a Switch after all, and the Switch is a good console. They just they're a little. I don't want to say they're slow on the games for it, but they're picking up. I mean. Especially with, and I feel like end of this year and beginning of next year is going to be when it's popping, like with new Zelda stuff, new Metroid stuff. Yeah, I was actually surprised when they ported Diablo to it. I was just like, why? But I don't know. Whatever.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic.
Diablo 3 is old at this point. It's just interesting they even would have. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Like attempted it?
Yeah, it's just like, why even put the resource into it? But I'm sure people bought it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would buy it. I mean, I've tried to get that on sale a few times, and I just haven't had the opportunity. Yeah,
I wouldn't buy it unless it was like stupid cheap.
Deep discount.
Yeah, deep discount. Speaking of Nintendo, have you seen like any Super Mario Maker 2 stuff?
I have seen a few streams. There's one guy who I follow. His name's Lucid Fox. I've been trying to get him to come on the podcast to talk to us, but he's been very elusive.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
nuts. The stream that I saw of him doing recently was somebody made a pinball machine within the Mario Maker world.
See, it's shit like that I'm just like, man. Like, that's some architecture. Like, that's like, I'm a fucking engineers up in here making shit. Like, it's like when you look at crazy, like, Minecraft stuff, same thing. Like, what the fuck? How do you have those skills? How do you even think about that? And then people play, like, seeing people play the shit. Like, there was that one level where it was all just the fire spinning. And dude just, like, fucking killing it. Like, how do you even know when, like, your timing hand-eye coordination has to be perfect.
Yeah, it's like Super Meat Boy. I don't understand how people can play that game.
I never played that game. Funny
enough. If you ever get a chance to play it, you definitely should play it. It's interesting. It makes me just want to rage quit and throw my computer or throw my controller and never play video games ever again.
It's really like that?
Yeah, dude. It's like, I know it's not a dungeon crawler, but it's a platformer, and you have like certain time limits to do stuff, and like it's literally like you have to know like to like jump here, wait literally a second and a half, jump again, jump immediately, wait another half a second. I don't know.
I don't have the patience for that shit. No way.
Some people really enjoy it, but like for me, like I would rather do the Wolfenstein 2 Platinum, which is beat the game on the hardest difficulty level, which has no lives. Like you have one life and that's it. No checkpoints, nothing.
That's your fucking MO, dude.
I would rather do that than play Super Meat Boy.
Some of my Clay members were talking about Spider-Man, like, oh, just getting into it. It's so hard. There's so much shit to do. And I was like, yeah, my podcast partner platinumed it. And they're just like, shut up.
Yeah. I think I think I'm going to try the Wolfenstein 2 Platinum. I'm going to try that at some point. But like I've watched a couple videos on it. It takes 6 hours to do.
Yeah.
You have to do it in one sitting.
What?
Yeah, because there's no saves, there's no checkpoints.
So you have to just keep going.
If you die at the very end of the game, like you have to beat the entire game in one go.
Fuck.
And if you die at the end of the game, like you have to start all over again.
Dude, oh my god.
Maybe
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, maybe if I have like some time off or something like that, like over Christmas break or something like that, then I'll sit down and try. But like that takes some dedication, like because you have to play the game originally.
You doing any 6
master it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just go from just nonstop from New York to LA.
Exactly. Oh, that's crazy, man.
It sounds nutty.
Speaking of games that suck, I don't know. This isn't related to anything really. It's just I don't know if you saw that, but like, Nvidia made a edition graphics card. Like,
Speaking of games that suck,
I know, because I remember you saying how much you did not like that when you played it. Which is I just saw that and I was like, huh, that's funny. Whenever they do shit like that, it's hilarious. Like cash grab sales. Speaking of things that don't suck, that fucking Witcher trailer. I'm pleasantly surprised that the trailer looked good. I mean, obviously we work in the biz. We know that a trailer can look good, but the product can suck. I was a little nervous with Henry. Is it Cavill or Cavill? Cavill. Thank you. I was a little nervous about Last Superman being the Witcher. We'll see. He looked okay. He's too handsome. That's my problem.
He's got that jawline, bro. He's got that
dude.
That's what it is.
It sucks that those movies weren't
Superman jawline.
I know, it really sucks that those movies weren't the best. They weren't bad per se, but like I just wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't that big a fan. But like Homeboy looks like fucking Clark Kent. Like he is Clark Kent. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, people shit on it, of course, already. But then again, shit on everything. Like the second it comes out.
Well, I have high hopes for it because like Henry Cavill is a big gamer.
Oh, is he?
Like he is a huge gamer.
I didn't know that.
And one of the reasons why he wanted to do The Witcher is because he's a huge gamer. He's played the games and loved the games and has read the books before playing this. So it's like, I'm curious to see how. I don't know if he's a producer on it as well. I'd actually be interested to see. And look that up real quick while we're talking about it. See if he's a producer on it. Because if he is, that means that he's got input on the making of. So it's like he would be true to the storyline, which the video game adaptations have always been like a dark spot for the movie industry because everyone just thinks it's a cash cow because video game storytelling is much different than movie storytelling, and it's really difficult to try to get long 60-hour storylines drawn out, put into an hour and a half to 2 hours, and so on. So
it doesn't look like he is.
Okay, so he doesn't have as much say in everything.
It only says executive producers and he's not listed, so he might be a regular producer.
Maybe. I'd be curious to see in the credits if that's the case, because if he is, or if he's involved in the behind the scenes aspect outside of just acting, I really think that bodes well for the series because of his connection to the Witcher content. Yeah. So
it's just like what's his name? Carl Urban, who was a huge Judge Dredd fan, was like, I want to be Dredd. Please let me be Dredd.
Oh, with the reboot?
Yeah, when they did it was just called Dredd.
Called Dredd, yeah.
Oh, it was such a good fucking movie.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna add that to
do yourself a fucking favor. Honestly, it was so good, and Carl Urban did Dredd such a fucking service. They wanted him to be like Stallone and have his helmet off, and Carl Urban was like, no, Judge Dredd doesn't take his helmet off. It was so good. It was great. He fucking nailed being Dredd. Man.
2012. Wow.
It's great, man. And it was the one girl who plays his partner. I worked on a movie with her. I can't remember her name. She was cool as fuck though. I wish at the time I didn't put two and two together that she was in it when I worked with her, and I was like, I should fanboy at this. Yeah, love that movie. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. There's an interesting amount of nerd television coming out. We have the Lord of the Rings whenever that happens, and all the Marvel stuff with on the Disney platform. Which I just read the other day, the guy who played Crossbones, even though his character is dead, spoilers, has been dead forever, so don't yell at me. Don't
add him. Actually, you should all add him right now. I'd be like,
what the fuck, Dom? We didn't. Wait, when does he die? He dies in.
I think it's Winter Soldier. Because he explodes in the beginning.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Winter Soldier. He's slated for more movies, so there's gonna be time heist stuff. We'll see. Wait, I didn't plan on talking about this. I just remembered it. Did you by any chance see the Endgame re-release in theaters?
I did not see the Endgame re-release.
Did you hear about the fucking uproar?
I did hear. I didn't hear about the uproar. I heard about what they added, which
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised as why they did that.
Well, did you see the images of Smart Hulk?
No, I did not.
He looks like a fucking. So one of the scenes they added was like Smart Hulk doing. I didn't read what he was doing, but he's in it, and it was unfinished CGI. My man's looked like fucking Shrek. It was so bad. Like that's really they barely added anything, and that's one of the things they added. It's like, my guys, I get why you did it, but you got to give us more than that to go see this again. Like that's man, seriously, when you get a chance, look up that added scene, because it's bad. It's just bad quality, unfinished CGI. Literally looks like fucking Shrek.
Yeah. Oh man, that's.
Are you looking at it?
I'm looking. I'm trying to look it up right now. I don't have. Obviously, it's still in theater, so there's no photos or anything about that.
I just saw Far From Home. Speaking of seeing movies, Spider-Man.
What do you think? I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was a little corny. It definitely wasn't as good as Homecoming, but it doesn't have to be. It was. I like all that matters is I walked out and I enjoyed it. Interested to see what they do next.
Yeah, my whole take on it, my hot take on the Far From Home, it's like it's more of home. If you liked Homecoming, it's more of the same.
Yeah.
It's not going to blow your socks off. Kind of like, oh my god, this is the best Spider-Man movie ever. But like, it's good.
It's good.
It's not
good.
bad. It's
and
not
Jake
great,
Gyllenhaal
but it's not
great
bad.
As Mysterio.
I love him in everything he does.
He's a good actor, dude.
I was surprised. Like, he got a lot of flack like early on in his career. I think around the time, shortly after, I want to say Zodiac is when he like started to get into. Everyone's like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal is just a whatever character.
Right.
But as he's gotten older. Yeah, I forgot about that movie.
That's the problem. He did movies like fucking Bubble Boy.
Yeah, but now, I mean, every actor has to do stuff like that, coming up. Otherwise, you don't have the experience and growth and whatnot as an actor.
He's great.
So
he's also a really good villain. He's good at being a villain.
Yeah, it's the subtleties of being able to have those connections with the audience of where, like, he's likable, but at the same time, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. When you,
that's why I like Black Panther.
Right. Oh, right. Oh, you mean Eric Killmonger in Black Panther? Yeah. Oh, another great villain. Oh my God, fucking Michael B. Jordan slayed it as Killmonger. Oh my God, that line at the end, like, oh, we could save you, and he's like, what is the line? Bury me in the sea with all my ancestors that would rather die than be in bondage. Oh, what a fucking great line. Phenomenal film. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, man. He fucking killed it. I just can't wait. I just want more. They're doing a Thor 4, which I thought Thor's contract was up. I thought Chris Hemsworth was finished. I just heard. Did you know about this? Thor 4?
No, I didn't hear about this. No.
Yeah, I don't know if it just got announced. Maybe it was announced and I just like.
Well, Comic-Con's happening right now, so maybe it was during that.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of shit just dropped at Comic-Con. One of them being fucking don't know what to think or what they're doing. But Marvel Instagram posted yesterday, which was July 19th, an image, and it's just text, and it says 80 years ago, it was 1939. 80 years from now, it will be 2099, November 2019, Marvel. So and it's in the same text. Spider-Man 2099 is a futuristic Spider-Man. I think his name is Miguel something.
Yeah, sounds about right.
He's the Spider-Man of the future. Honestly, one of my other favorite Spider people besides Peter Parker and Miles Morales. So like Spider-Man 2099 is cool fucking comics. They featured him a lot. He had prominent roles in a lot of Spider-Man stuff, especially he was big in Spider-Verse stuff. He was at the end of the animated movie Into the Spider-Verse. He was like the teaser at the end. So no one knows what this is. Either more comics, maybe a movie, which would be, I don't think so, because that's Sony still, so maybe not.
Well, it could be like Into the Spider-Verse style.
It could be. Well, I mean, obviously he was at the end of it. Everyone was speculating the next Spider-Verse animated film was going to be the three prominent Spider-Women for some reason, like Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, and Silk, because they have like huge fucking roles in the Spider-Verse comics, especially Silk. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. I fucking love all things Spider-Man. So whatever they're doing, whether it be animated or more comics, we haven't seen a standalone 2099 in forever. He was in Spider-Verse and then he was in Spider-Geddon. So yeah, we'll see there. But I kind of love and I kind of hate when they do these little teases because I have no patience. So when I see this, I'm like, all right, come on. What's it going to be? Tell me now. I just need to know. What's up? You know what I mean? And they love doing it. Marvel loves doing teases on their Instagram. That's like their favorite fucking thing.
Yeah. Curious to see what all of that is. So I don't know much about Spider-Verse at all. I still need to come get that thing from you.
What you got Marvel Unlimited, didn't you?
I do have Marvel Unlimited, but I meant like I need to come get you had the Spider-Verse.
I do, but
thing?
If you search, I found this too. If you go to events in the Marvel Unlimited, it'll do it does the same thing that my hard copy companion does. It'll have like so in Marvel Unlimited, if you go to there's a tab that says events when you go to browse, and if you do Spider-Verse, it'll have like the prelude, the main issues, and then like after the Spider-Verse. Make sure you don't look at Spider-Geddon because Spider-Geddon is the current Spider-Verse event. But it's a nice little deal the way they set up events and shit. You could like just have, and it's all chronological too. So that's nice too, so that you don't like read things out of place. The only thing about the companion I don't like is at the beginning of it is the main Spider-Verse issues, and then it's all the single issues between like whatever, Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen, all that stuff, which makes it like a little not annoying, but I would have liked to have read the single issues while I was like in between, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to events in the Spider-Verse and then you sort it by oldest to oldest first, it'll definitely, I think it's a better read. If you want though to do it like the way I mentioned with the companion, just read the actual Spider-Verse issues first. So like the first Spider-Verse issue is Spider-Verse 2014 #1. But like then there's mad stuff before that. You got Superior Spider-Man #32, Edge of Spider-Verse, blah blah blah.
So I'm looking for it right now. Where is this? I don't even see.
Go to browse.
Okay.
And then are you on your phone or are you on your tablet?
I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah, so if you look at the top, this is hilarious. Yep. We're doing this, everyone. I wish you could see it. So if you swipe over, you'll see comic events.
Ah, look at that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You get searched by series, characters, creators, publication date.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, so it's not just under...
oh, fucking hell.
Normally it's just series, but you can go over to anything. Like, I really like Jonathan Hickman, so sometimes I'll go to creators and search Jonathan Hickman and see what else he's done. Or like Jason Aaron or whoever. But yeah, if you go to events... Honestly, just go by events is really fun, man. There's a lot of cool events. Like if you want to look at Age of Ultron, or you want to fucking do like War of Kings, or like literally, anything. Since you're here, we'll just do some of my favorite events. Civil War 1, Civil War 2 was pretty fun.
Yeah, I have all the Civil War physical comics. Those are like my first introduction into like physical comic mediums because my old roommate Chris was huge into comics. So, Chris.
Yeah. House of M is one of the coolest fucking X-Men events, I think, personally. Fucking wild. Yeah, dude, a whole ton of shit. Oh, that's funny that... I mean, it is like, why would you like think of to swipe there? But yeah, man, definitely, that's an easy way to do it. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe it is easier just to like read the event first and then do the single issues. Because the single issues... pick up like the thing about like events like that when there's like 1,000 goddamn characters is at some point a group of characters are going to leave and they're going to go do their own thing, and you pick up their single issues to see the stuff they went to do on their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at this. I can sort this by. Sorry, this is like a big tangent. Sorry, guys. But
it's nerd shit. They'll be fine.
So oldest publication first, and then go from there, right?
Yeah, that's what. Well, yeah. That might be a little confusing because you're going to be picking up some like midway single issues. Like I think the first one is Superior Spider-Man #32, which might be a little confusing for you since you weren't already reading Superior Spider-Man like that line.
Yeah.
But pick and choose. Like open it up, read it. If it makes no sense, then fucking ditch it and go to the next whatever. Like. Yeah, it's fine. I love it. I can't. people listening, if you haven't checked out Marvel Unlimited and you like comics or you want to get into comics, I can't talk this shit up enough. This isn't a paid ad. I don't get anything from this. I just really enjoy the fuck out of Marvel Unlimited and Marvel Comics, and the fact that I have all of them at my fingertips is the fucking best.
I mean, it's cool. I picked up the Marvel Unlimited for when Captain Marvel came out because I wanted to know more about Captain Marvel before I saw or after I saw the movie. So I was curious about that.
A new line just dropped of Captain Marvel. Fun fact.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. She's also in the new Avengers. Well, she's in Earth's Mightiest Avengers. That's the new Avengers line, and she's one of the.
Yeah, I was reading something. What was I reading? I was actually reading not Infinity Wars. I was reading just the Avengers, like 2018 comic.
Yeah, that's the new one, the Earth's Mightiest Avengers. That's what Black Panther, Ghost Rider, She-Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Panther's the chairman of the Avengers. Super wild fucking line. Earth attacked by Celestials, blah, blah, blah. Fun story so far. I just love it because I love the new Hulk, the unworthy Hulk. Or not Hulk, Thor. I'm an idiot. Where Thor doesn't have Mjolnir. Mjolnir's been shattered forever ago. And so he's just trying to pick up the pieces of who he is as a hero and like becoming worthy again. Like, yeah, it's cool as fuck. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I've been reading the Infinity War and then just called Infinity. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's difficult to like understand what the fuck's going on,
like,
but it's still fun.
When I got Marvel Unlimited, I went and read Secret Wars, which is when like they kind of reset the Marvel universes.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Doom gets the power of like the Beyonders and like collapses all of the multiverse into one called Battle World. He's like God Emperor Doom, blah blah blah, and then like obviously he gets thwarted. Like that's no spoilers. Dr. Doom's always gonna get thwarted. And they said
what?
Thwarted.
Oh, thwarted. Okay.
Thwarted. He gets defeated.
His plans go awry.
His plans go awry.
I would have been fine if it wasn't for these meddling Fantastic Four.
Yeah, well, it's Fantastic Four and so many other people. And then ever since then, that's where we're at now. So like the events of Secret Wars have then shaped the multiverse into what we have now. And that makes it really easy. Then like if you want, you go back and read older shit. Like House of M is older. Like I did the Avengers versus X-Men, which is when the Phoenix Force like gets into like a couple of X-Men. Really fun shit. Yeah, man.
Okay. That's
why it's nice.
Cool.
You got Matt. It's literally unlimited.
Yeah. All right. So that was a fun tangent, but
ain't video games, but it's still fucking nerd shit. Like it or leave it.
Still nerd shit, 100%.
If you don't like it, you can get out. All right. Don't get out. No,
stay.
No, please stay.
Please stay. Please stay. We need you. We need all of you.
Everybody. Yo, man, let's talk about you streaming Strikeforce lately and how successful it's been.
Yeah, I mean, when I have free time in order to actually stream Strikeforce.
Free time?
Free time. It's that thing that happens when
normal people get that.
Yeah, normal people. It's like anybody who doesn't work in the film industry or anything like that. But yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I've been playing, obviously streaming Strikeforce quite often, and I've had a really good sort of experience with it. It's just been, after we had Casino on, he's been pushing us to do the podcast and just content and whatnot because more content is better for everybody.
True.
So it's just it's cool in that regards, but we'll have to see what happens in terms of time and schedule and everything. So yeah, I'm curious to see from a availability standpoint, but we'll talk more about that, and that'll be coming sooner than later. I think the Marvel Strikeforce podcast that we're going to be doing is just going to be a segment of this.
Yeah.
So, which is neat.
Casino said it was happening like this week, and it's going to be every week.
Well,
hilarious.
That's the idea, but I don't know if it's going to start this week just because life's fucking nuts right now. So
because you have a new job, you're cool as fuck.
Yeah, I do have a new job, and it's been
you are cool as fuck.
It's been really difficult, this new job, but yes. So that will be happening, but it's probably going to start next week.
Well, I'm not a noob anymore, dude. That's
You're not a noob anymore. It's true.
Like the point was me being a noob and giving people my perspective as a noob, but I'm like pro now, dude. I'm in, MCU, like fucking Legion. Like I fucking killing it. Like got
Wait,
200. Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
212k defenders. Like people just aren't my level anymore. I'm just not in the like low tier boys. That's not true. I'm literally the weakest fucking person in the clan. I'm literally only used to kill weak teams and to debuff in war. It's hilarious.
Hey man, whatever. Like those are important. Those are important things for you to do.
Important. It's so funny. Like I'll get a message like, "Hey Dom, there's a 50k team in fucking flight deck 3. You go take care of him." Like, yes sir. Okay. You know.
Okay, going out.
Oh,
Something you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Was that Warcraft?
That's a Warcraft comment. Yeah,
that's funny,
peons.
dude. That's yeah, peons.
But yeah, it's been going great. I've had a lot of people coming by and seeing my streams and whatnot. I'm going to try to get set up.
Viewers.
Yeah, well, that part of that was because Casino had hosted me as well. But like I have on average like 20, 25 people stopping by and saying hi. So
that's so dope.
And the community in Marvel Strike Force on Twitch is great. So they had a big. I don't know if you saw. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this past week on Tuesday, I think, is they had the, Casino was on the front page of Twitch with the community manager, Cerebro, just answering questions and everything like that. There's some cool stuff coming. Yeah, and I really want to get into talking about that more, but I kind of want to save it for the MSF podcast, which we'll probably see if we can record this week, starting that. And I think those are going to be coming out. I'm debating about what we should do in regards of that, whether we should release it the same day as our normal podcast, so it's every Tuesday they come out, or if we should push it a day. So it's like this podcast will normally come out on a Tuesday, but the MSF podcast comes out on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think Tuesday is just a later date, like later in the day, I think would be better. So like, Tuesdays at like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. For the MSF podcast, for our West Coast people and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. Still up for debate and figuring things out. Right. But as of right now, that's what it's going to be. So
whatever it is, I'm into it. I'm excited. I love this fucking game. It's so funny how I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but it's a good game. It's a good fucking game.
It's a good game. He's good. He's good.
It's good. Miss Scusi, it's a good. I'm not playing it right now.
I'm totally playing it right now. Just kidding.
I am. Yes, I'm kidding too.
But yeah.
I want to talk about it real quick. I am really happy though because I finally got my defenders, or not my defenders, my Kree team to all 5-star. So I'll be able to get our boy Nick Fury in
today. We get him today.
Yeah, late. Well, it's 8 p.m. I think.
8 p.m. our time. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a little annoyance later in the day, but also whatever. I won't forget. I'm gonna know.
Yeah, you got that. You got that notification ready to go.
Yeah, I got those. I got those notifications on. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like it's a quiet time right now in the video game world, but really only because San Diego just happened, and we're like,
it's still happening.
It's still happening. Yeah, exactly.
It's happening right now.
So after this weekend, the shit's gonna be popping.
Which is funny because it always happens where we're like, okay, let's record, and then an event happens. A couple of weeks ago, it was E3.
Yeah.
In the middle of us recording, so there's nothing to really. It was kind of light, but it's also we kind of missed the boat with everything. But at the same time, you know what? I like having a constant schedule, so
fuck yeah, duh.
It doesn't matter.
Duh, my guy.
But we had quite the tangent today of going off of, comic books and Strike Force and blah blah blah. But that's what we're playing right now.
If mobile games are games, fuck you, Dr. Disrespect. I said it. I don't like that motherfucker anyway.
But outside of that, what are you still just playing Destiny or?
Yeah, man, Destiny it's just really fun again, which I'm happy because it's still one of my favorite games. Doing so much, and the thing, there's almost I don't want to say too much content, maybe for me because of my schedule, but there's the Menagerie, which I really haven't gotten into. There's the Reckoning, which started when I was not playing. There's the Tribute Hall, which now you can offer tributes to Callus and get the new gun, Bat Juju and all this other shit. And I'm just playing competitive PvP just because that's what I want to do right now. But there's definitely shit to do. I just don't know how to fit it all in. You know what I mean? And then obviously every week it resets. So I'm just sitting here on a Tuesday trying to get as much done as I can when it resets. And then it's like, all right, what can I fill in? Oh, it's in PvP. But I've been streaming
Yeah.
the PvP, which is fun because I like to think that I'm pretty good. So like people come by to watch me, and if I do, like, of course, that's the hard thing about streaming any kind of competitive multiplayer is the second you do a little bad, if you're not big, people are just bouncing.
Previously, yeah.
There's I gotta go. But I've been sniping a lot because that's the new pinnacle weapon I want, the Revoker. And let me tell you how not snipe friendly a lot of maps in Destiny are. It's either lanes that are perfect for sniping, or it's a map that you should not be sniping. Why are you sniping? Everyone's yelling at you for sniping.
So for that, are you like quick scoping or whatever? Or are you trying to do something else?
That's like the only. That's like kind of the shitty thing about sniping in Destiny. It's not like Halo when you could just look down your scope and just like fucking pop, 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 pop.
Wreck.
There's too much recoil. If you get shot once, your deviation is like insane. There's one sniper that has kind of the Halo feel to it, but can't use it because it's in a slot that a gun that I need to use is in. But so like it's all quick. So if you need to have a sniper with what's the ability? I think it might just be snapshot. It's called snapshot. It's just increased look down the sight and also better aim assist rate when you bring it up. So it's like boom. So like you look in the general direction of like where a person is, and the second you see them, pull it up on, like immediately shoot. So yeah, it's fun. I'll get yelled at for sniping on some maps. I'll just switch to a shotgun, but man, it's just fun again, and especially doing comp. Like my clan is we're doing whatever, but we have like a steady squad of like dudes who are just hopping in to play comp like nearly every night, which has been really fun.
I've heard good things about the new Destiny expansion coming out. So I'm well. I mean, we don't really know much about it whatsoever, but still, I'm interested to try to see.
They dropped the developer
what happens.
Video the other day, and they're just like huge playable map. You can go in anywhere. It's not like there's less limitations. Blah 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 blah. Like things that you kind of hear every time, but I'm a little more hopeful because this is actually kind of a big deal because if this expansion doesn't do well and they can't blame it on Activision, then it's like, yeesh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing is before it was easy to blame on Activision, even though we knew it wasn't all Activision's fault. Like a lot of the decisions did come from Bungie, but they were still swayed by Activision. And that's the thing. People are like, oh, just because you think Activision's not there, like they're gonna get better. Like they still made all these decisions, but like, yeah, they made these decisions because they had a fucking foundation and a timeline that Activision put on them. So they were working with what they got. Like like I don't know.
Yeah, now they don't have the overlords like breathing down their neck. They can take their time. If it's not ready, it's not ready.
Yeah,
and
I think this is gonna be a cool story. Moon's haunted. There's been so many funny Moon memes. Like.
Yeah, I've seen that all the time, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I stopped going on the Destiny subreddits just because I haven't played Destiny in forever.
Well, essentially, like the Hive. Well, back in D1, the Hive had the Hellmouth and stuff on the Moon, and like the Moon was like all taken over. But now we don't know who's pulling the strings, but there's a new Hive baddie on the Moon. All the Hive now had red armor. We think it's Savathun. They've been like preluding the Savathun for so fucking long. All the Hive have red armor, and we talked about this and the recycling content, but they're bringing back dead bosses as ghosts essentially, or as darkness ghosts kind of deal. And so on the Vidoc trailer you have all these like floating ethereal darkness bodies all around the Moon, and it just looks super eerie and like a lot of like like cool lighting done. And so like the joke is the Moon's haunted. So like there was like a meme where it's like like flight to control NASA, we have a problem. They're like, what is it flight? And it's like, Moon's haunted. So I don't know, like shit like that. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be fun. The only one expansion that Destiny 2 did was not fun. That's Curse of Osiris so far. So
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one.
No one
was. I mean it seemed okay, but like not, I don't know, it didn't seem fun whatsoever, which I'm assuming is the case. So
blew it. So we'll see with this one. This is a real expansion. They're saying it's gonna be big. I already got that shit pre-ordered, obviously. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Well, you have to keep me posted and see how it goes.
Oh yeah. Oh, it'll be streamed. I might take the Luckily, no one of my coworkers listen to this. I might take that day off the day it comes out.
Of course.
Be
I mean, I
funny
don't blame you.
the day like someone looks at my stream or my Instagram the day I took off to play video games. That'd
Yeah,
be
I mean,
fucking
why wouldn't you?
hilarious. But yeah, but also like I said before, I'm just really excited to really dump into Ultimate Alliance 3. It's my kind of game. Dungeon crawler, Marvel, done. It's portable. Get to play this shit while I'm on my way to like work or jiu-jitsu, or I get to sneak around at work and play it. I don't know.
Yeah, and multiplayer, so we can play together. I'm all for that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be. The problem with the squad streams is I think it's still for partners only,
Correct. Right now, yeah.
which is
Which
like,
is annoying.
come on, dude. I love how if you start to put in Twitch squad stream in Google, the first search is affiliate.
It's affiliate.
Yeah, so people are asking or they're like searching for it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you.
So.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, all they say is our plan is to make Squad Stream available to affiliates and all other streamers as we continue expanding our transcode's capacity. So I guess it's transcoding stuff is why they say, but we'll see. I
Yeah.
guess that just means we gotta go partner, Charlie. That's all it really is.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I got
you
an
have a
average
better
of
chance
20.
now.
Yeah, I have an average of 22 viewers, but right now it's not.
Is it 70 that you need?
You need 75 average.
Jesus Christ.
It's a lot, but like the idea is that you have people who
Yeah.
have it's not it's not an easy thing,
It's
but that's
not,
the
but
idea.
but exactly. You're gonna make money from commercials and like more shit, blah blah blah. I get it. I get it.
How is I know we kind of briefly talked on it, but we could switch targets. Switch targets. God damn it. We can
Nerd.
switch topics real quick and talk more about Marvel Strike Force, since that's kind of what we're doing. Even though we'll keep it brief because we have the Marvel Strike Force podcast coming out soon. But
It's fucking
what do
great,
you?
man.
How are things?
It's great. It is so. My favorite team now are brawlers, which is I don't have the main brawler team, but I have Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Psylocke, America Chavez, and Miss Marvel. I'm actually really happy they added America Chavez to the roster because she's kind of like a low-key fucking dope character. So you first see her, I think, in the New Avengers, which was a while
Yes,
ago.
Young Avengers.
Young Avengers. But she's also in the new line of Ultimates, which they stopped doing, or maybe I just haven't picked up if they're doing anything new. But the Ultimates are like Captain Marvel, America Chavez. Is it Blue Adam? Is that his name? And Black Panther, and someone else. But holy shit! Honestly, it's been one of my favorite. It's been one of my favorite comics. Like it's literally like Earth's first defense against interdimensional and like super extraterrestrial events. So like Galactus or like the Infininaut, like all this like too big to handle baddies, and she's on that team. And her whole power set is like she could punch through dimensions. So she's a dimensional traveler. And she's
Interesting.
Cool. She's cool as fuck. She's a super cool character. I'm a big fan of her. And when I saw them add her, I was like, "What? This is awesome!" And she's really fun, and she has synergy with other hero brawlers, which obviously like Miss Marvel being probably top tier because of her fangirl ability, which like always adding assists now and like counters and deflects and shit. She's super good.
Yeah, I think she was my first orange T4 abilities outside of Yondu. Back when Yondu was OP, rep Yondu.
Dude, he used to be OP, really?
Dude, he was OP as fuck because he would steal buffs. You could clear buffs on a basic. They didn't have that back then. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. It
How
goes
old
to
is this
show.
game?
It came out in March of last year.
Oh, so it's
it's a year and a
fairly
half
young. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's fairly young. Yeah.
Yeah, but defenders are at like 200 something K. My Kree minions are over. What is this? That's 50. They're like 170 or something, and then brawlers, then shield. But after this, once I get Nick Fury, I'm dumping everything in the shield.
Smart.
Just because I know they're so all around a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Casino saying that they are. I think they are considered the best all around team. Like you could do anything with them.
Yeah, I mean they're great for. I mean, and also putting Ms. Marvel in place of Punisher is great for raids. So
Is that for you mean for defenders?
yes, for defenders.
I'm sorry, I was talking about shield. Did I say defenders?
Oh, shield. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm saying like putting.
Defenders too, though.
Yeah, but putting like if you swap out Punisher with Ms. Marvel because she has the taunts and also the assists from Daredevil and Iron Fist, it's a really good
point.
way to do raids and whatnot. So I know obviously for PvP you want Punisher in there because of attacking Daredevil. He wrecks everybody.
Yeah.
But for raids you want Ms. Marvel because she taunts if somebody gets below 50% health, and therefore Iron Fist can heal up and everything. So
that's
great.
She's city. She counts.
She's city, yeah.
Oh yes.
So it's a great way of doing all that stuff, and
Right.
so for me I finally finished Fear the Darkness, and I got my Ultron. So
I saw that. You fucking man. He's beefy boy.
he's beefy, and I instantly threw him on my Spider-Verse team because my Spider-Verse team is the highest team that I have. That it has like they have like a 20% win rate, and so throwing Ultron on that team makes it almost 100% win rate, which is hilarious. Nice. The guys, it is ridiculous. And so I went through. I took out Green Goblin.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
So, but so like I went through and I cleared Fear the Darkness twice, and so now I have my Ultron at 7 stars. He's tier 13. He's like 52,000.
My god.
Power. And I finally yesterday, with the second run, got all the materials needed to take my Carnage to tier 13 as well. So yeah. Carnage is sitting at 7 stars, 6 red stars, 74k. He's a beast. He's just.
Well, it makes sense because I know he's a huge nuke, right? Like Carnage is like much better.
Turn
in
one,
game.
delete somebody.
Yeah.
Just done.
Yeah.
And I keep Carnage on my. So for like arena teams, what you want to have like the high red stars. So my arena defense right now is Colossus, Phoenix, Minerva, Carnage, and Ultron, and it's just a beast of a thing. And then my attacking team right now
Ultron's
is
the best character right now, right?
He is one of the best. Yes, absolutely.
Besides
but he's
Minerva is considered the best.
Yeah, but like I can take out. I used to like not know how to deal with Ultron, and now after having Casino give me some tips, I can easily take out any sort of Ultron teams. So.
Oh, okay.
But either way, it's fun. So okay. I might hop on after we're done this, do some streaming because I have like 100 some orbs to open, so I was going to do it on stream. So
yeah, I still because I wake up and I immediately do all my dailies. I have to get out of the habit of that on the weekends so I can actually stream it.
Yeah, it's on the weekend. I definitely recommend trying to stream it, dude. It's fun. It's a good community. So
it's so annoying. I don't know what the deal is with my computer when it was being annoying with.
Did you get it sorted?
I mean I've tried it and I haven't been cut, or I haven't been kicked. So I mean,
that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll try it again. I can't do it tomorrow. I'm going to Jersey for a beach day. So.
Beach day.
Yeah, it's an old friend's birthday, so got invited to Asbury Park. Haven't been out there in a while. I always feel bad because he comes here all the goddamn time, and I never go to visit them.
Oh, there you go. You gotta help your friends out. So.
Well, I got him for his birthday. I don't know if you've seen this. The arcade 1-Up. Have you heard of this?
No.
They make essentially emulated arcade cabinets. They're pretty cheap. They're like $200. I got him a Street Fighter 2. It's a 4-foot tall arcade cabinet.
All right, there you go.
And you could hack it and emulate. It's essentially a Raspberry Pi inside of it, so you could just then put in an emulator and go buck wild and put whatever you want on it. He owns a karate school out there, so I was like, "Oh, you could put this in the dojo. Like it'll be fine." He's like, "No, it's going to the apartment." And I texted his wife like, "I'm so sorry. They have a small apartment right on the beach." I was like, "I'm so sorry. I thought he was going to put in the dojo."
Is that Jose?
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that you met Jose when Comic-Con. Yeah. So, I texted him. I was like, "Oh, you excited to play this?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try hacking." I was like, "I don't know about that." He's like, "There's videos I watched. Don't worry." Actually, yep. Arcade 1-Up mod. If you go to YouTube, that's like right immediately. That's so funny. But it's a dope
Nice.
cabinet. It's 4 foot. I got him a riser that makes it like a normal, like I think a 5 foot, 5 foot and a half cabinet. But yeah, you can hack it, put like your own Raspberry Pi in with like an emulator, and it's already set. Screen, the controls, everything is ready there. It's like a cheaper way to do it, probably, but
Cool. Well, that'll do it for us this week. Thank you all for listening. Sorry, it's kind of a low key. Things have just been crazy with work for me, and just I haven't really had time to do anything. We're going to talk more about that in the post show. But you all can find us at og.podcast on Instagram, OverachieversP on Twitter. Our website is beingoverachiever.com, where you can get every single episode and more. There's really not more, but you can go check it out and see our beautiful faces if you haven't seen us already. And then if you like this episode or any other episodes, please just leave us a 5-star review or any review on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, Overcast, so on and so forth. So anyway, thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks with our next guest, which is to be determined. Catch you guys later. Peace.
So how's work? How you doing?
Oh
Sleepy?
my
Back
God,
hurts?
dude!
You wish you were younger?
I
I
am
don't
so,
know.
I'm so out of shape. I'm so fucking out of shape.
Well, this will
Like
get
I
you in
need.
shape.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. This is definitely going to get me in shape. But I'm for those who don't know, I'm the beat camera operator / second unit DP for the CBS show FBI. We're shooting season 2 right now. So we just finished our first full week of shooting. This is day 7 just ended, and we have like 180 days. So it's gonna be great.
Woo!
Yeah, it goes until April. That's why I wanted to get through like one full week before we started committing to a podcast, because I don't know how I'm gonna do.
Right. Well, how do you feel like you're doing?
I feel like I'm okay. I think we can do it.
Yeah.
It might be easier to do Sundays for like Sunday mornings or something like that, or Sunday evenings. I don't know. It might be easier to do either on a weekend for like right after we record this or something like that, just to kind of get it over and done with. Mondays probably will still work, but I don't know what my time frame is going to be. But granted, I'm still an operator, so I can just leave.
Right.
I don't have to push carts or do anything like that. So it just depends. Like, 8:30 might be able to, our time might be ideal for Mondays. So we could either do Sundays or Mondays. We'll see.
Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you want.
But it's taxing, dude. Like, so we are like 90% handheld, and I need to get my core strength back to where it was like 3 years ago, back where I could do handheld all day long. I can't. Sitting in a chair DITing for the past couple of years has not been
You're right.
advantageous to this.
Yep.
But it's a good workout. So I've already lost 4 pounds this week just by operating and sweating because we've been outside. So yesterday was a scorcher.
That's probably been
oh
super
my God.
tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I went to like Uniqlo and got a lot of like sweat wicking shirts and like lightweight material, because man, I'm just like I almost have to take a shower like at lunch. That's how bad it is.
Dang.
So,
Yeah, you're going to have to be bringing like extra clothes and a whole bunch of shit, man.
yeah, but it's cool. I really like it. Yesterday was my first day DPing for the show, and it was challenging and also scary at the same time, because I thought I was taking over for the second half of the day. So essentially what was happening is our DP Terry was saying that, hey, you're going to take over at the second half of the day. So that way I can see how you work and how you light and all that stuff. Okay, cool. So I was expecting that, and I got to work like just on time yesterday. Like, I don't like to be late, especially when operating. So I like to be like at least half an hour early, so that way I can get breakfast and get settled in, have a poop, that kind of thing.
Obviously.
Because you can't leave. Like, It's not like Maisel where B camera doesn't work. Like B camera is in every single setup and every single shot, and they move so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time to go to Crafty. I don't have time to go to the bathroom, let alone do anything else.
Have your second hold a bucket under you.
Yeah, I mean, I should. Give me some Depends.
Yeah,
somebody,
exactly.
Yuri, give me some Depends. And so like I got to work yesterday, and like everyone starts coming up to me. He's like, what do you want to do this? I'm like, why are you asking me? Terry, I don't take over till later. And Terry's like, no, you're the boss.
Oh, he threw you in.
But yes.
What's her name?
Terry Siegel. It's with Tari.
Oh, I didn't know. That's awesome.
So yeah, she's just like, she's like, okay, I'm gonna let you, like, I know you were expecting later on, but like I want to see how you do during the day. So I was like, okay. I was not ready for it. I was like mentally unprepared for it, which is great because it's like it throws you into the moment, and now you have to you problem solve immediately. And I got my ass kicked. Like, not gonna lie, it was tough. Like,
this was definitely strategic on her part. She just wanted to see like what happens when you get thrown in the fire too. Yeah,
and I was trying my best to navigate because it's different. Like, I'm used to I've been used to the Maisel world, which everything is, it's, they take their time. It's like kind of like a movie, blah blah blah. This is just it's episodic procedural television where it's just like, it's just go go go. They have like a million setups a day trying to get all this stuff done, and it's dude, it was so much because I didn't realize that, like, Terry kept telling me, he's like, you got to push people going, you got to get people moving, otherwise it's going to take their time. And I didn't, like, it's one thing to have somebody tell you that.
Yeah.
It's another to have you be the one in charge, and that if you don't push people, that nothing gets done. So I'm like channeling my my inner ZK zombie killers, because remember on that, like, David Bonner was like the worst AD I've ever worked with, so like I had to take over the set. And so like I was channeling my inner zombie killers set and just like getting things done, and like it came to a certain point where like Terry just had to take over for me, just because I was just getting swamped and I was just not ready to continue on at that point. But it was fine. Like I was beating myself up for it like all day. Like I was like really bummed all day about it, because I was like, I was like, I'm not up for this. Like maybe this is the wrong decision. Like I don't know if this is blah blah blah. But then like we all had a beer afterwards. I was like, look, I'm sorry. Today, like I felt bad. Like, I didn't know. I felt like I wasn't prepared. She's like, no, you did great. You're great.
Yeah.
You have a good eye. You know exactly what you want. It's like, today was a tough day. She's like, I had a tough day. I can't imagine what you had to go through. I'm like,
right.
Oh, so I'm good? She's like, oh yeah, no, you're fine. I'm like,
exactly. It's like moments like that, especially like she knew it was going to be a hard day. Oh God. What the fuck was that?
You're all right. You're all right.
I had a hiccup and a burp at the same time. I don't know how this happened.
You squeaked one out.
Dude. She knew it was going to be a hard day. She knew it was going to throw you in. And you did it. Whatever. You got to take it over. Like, it was just, like, was that your actual first day, or that you were already...
No, I've been operating for the whole show. So like I had a chance to see how she runs things, get to know all the cast and crew.
For sure.
So, but it was my first day like taking over, because I'm going to be shooting second unit. So the idea behind why I'm hired on this job is, so they do tech scouts for every Friday, every other Friday is essentially a tech scout day. And the best, the gaffer, the key grip, the DP go and tech scout. So last season, she wasn't able to tech scout because the person who was doing B camera second unit wasn't great.
Yeah.
So they didn't want, so she couldn't go because, she had to shoot. So like when I interviewed for the job, she's like, okay, ideally you'll be taking over for me so that I could go tech scout. That makes everyone's lives much easier.
Right.
I'm like, okay, so hopefully it'll be more like studio stuff, but we'll see. But it was crazy, man. Like I thought I was like, it just like once people start coming up to you, like it's easy to think that like, oh yeah, no, I can totally do this. And then people start coming up to you and like asking you questions, and like you have to give answers and you have to know what you're talking about.
Yep.
It's stressful as fuck.
I believe it.
So,
I believe it. But you fucking did it, man. That's all that matters. You fucking did.
Yeah.
I'm
happy.
I'm excited for you.
I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. I for sure thought, I was like, well, this is my last day on this job. This is like terrible.
No.
Because like we also wear walkies too as operators. So like I have Terry in my ear, and it's just like it was one of the hottest days I've ever worked in my life. We're outside all day long, with blazing sun on us, and like I'm surprised nobody else died from like heat stroke or anything like that. It was like 100 degrees on blacktop.
We just shot in Phoenix a couple weeks ago, and while we were there, our key grip was like, yeah, we lose someone on set every day, at least one or two, just because just too much heat.
Yeah,
not like dying obviously, but like people have to leave or you have to switch someone out or someone heat exhaustion or something. It's 120 there like all the fucking time, and just sun beating down. It's the fucking desert. I was like, all right.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be going back to New York. I'll take humidity and smelliness over having to like go out because of heat exhaustion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. But other than that, it was a good day. But it kind of really this week really set the stage for me, and I kind of feel that we can. I kind of feel that I have a good But yeah.
You're staying at Mike's during the week?
I'm staying at Mike's during the week, so it's nice. I needed a place to crash in Brooklyn. I can't drive back and forth.
That's a lot, dude.
At least for the first couple months. Like I need to be able to rest because it's physically demanding. I'm holding a 50-pound camera and accessories on my shoulder for 12 hours a day.
Are you using Easy Rig or anything?
No. I can't do an easy rig on this job. It's too. Like I'm like here and like I'm doing this move and like all over like a lot of crouching squat.
You better get a fucking back brace or something.
I have a back brace. I just gotta find it. But
you better find it, man. You don't end up like Heinrich where motherfucker's one shoulder is hunched over. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have that shit going fucking good, man.